Hey everyone, Johnny Struggles here, and this is KSP2 for Science. That's right, no more wobbly rocket simulator here. Although Jeb's trying his best to make it wobble anyway. Or he's just christening the new ship. It's a brand new ship, hasn't flown yet. He's very excited. So this will be my third rocket launch in the For Science gameplay I'm doing. We're going to get over 1,200 science in this mission once I come back and land. We'll be landing on the Mun and returning back to Kerbin. And with the maiden flight of the ship, you'll see Jeb's efforts to wobble have paid off as the ship, I don't know what you want to call this, phase shifts out of existence. I don't know. So yeah, there's a bug. Let's just relaunch and see what happens. We're going to fast forward this so it doesn't take too long. So the second launch here goes much better. No bugs. No Jeb-induced wobble destruction thing, or RUD as the kids call it these days. The launch trajectory wasn't the best, but I still got it to orbit. You know, eventually. So first thing, I get a nice circular orbit and get that going. Set my target to the Mun. Good to go, but then I realize, oh no, I'm too high. I got this back booster here that still has a little bit of fuel in it that I don't want just sitting in space. I don't want to keep that debris around. So I flip the ship around, put myself back into a lower orbit where the ship will drag into the atmosphere, detach the lower section of the ship, the lower stage, flip back around and plan our burn for the Mun, and get that going. I just don't like leaving space debris in orbit around Kerbin. Not that it's ever been an issue, it just gets messy. So try to keep it clean. But we got our trajectory going to the Mun. We are on our way there. We have plenty of fuel still. Again, this is untested first launch of this ship. So anyway, we do our burn to slow down, get ourselves a nice circle orbit around the Mun. And then we jump to mission control to get some points. Get some science points. Get our Monar Bust dealio. We did it for science. Hey, 150 science. That adds up quick, so definitely pay attention to your missions and mission control. Complete them, and then you get new ones you can complete after that, and it just stacks up. Makes a big difference. You can see on the mission control screen I've already completed the first 6 missions. I got those all completed in the first 2 rocket launches. So now I'm just checking out what other missions I can complete. We got landing on the Mun, so I plan on doing that anyway. And the other one here is landing on one of the mares on the Mun. So that's probably 2 birds. Can't jump back directly to my ship. Got to go to the tracking station and then go back to the mission. I can plan a trajectory into one of the dark spots on the Moon to complete both the landing and the landing in a mare. I assume that's how you pronounce that word. So we are on a trajectory to land or crash, whatever the case may be. We're definitely going to hit the Mun. I'm going to speed this up more so it doesn't take quite as long as it takes a minute to slow down or get to where we're going. So I eject the second to last stage, let it crash and burn into the Mun, put a game back to normal game speed, and this will be my first attempt at a Mun landing, so with this rocket anyway, so we'll see how that goes. Fingers crossed. Oof, that was a pretty solid hit, but nothing looks broken, and don't fall over, rocket. Alright, well, we got a little leanage action going on, but hey, we're on the ground, we're on the Mun, we've landed successfully. So we do our EVA, and something strange happens. The force of Jeb exiting the capsule has just thrown the rocket sideways. Apparently, Jeb ate too many Wheaties this morning. Okay, that sucks. So I cut out the part where I did the science experiments, and we're just going to jump in the rocket and see if we can take off sideways. I did not think it was going to work, and right now I'm just checking which direction my thrust is pointing, since I'm disoriented. But it was worth a try, just in case it did work, then hey, bonus. Maybe it was a one-time deal, we'll just reload, try again, and see what happens. Alright, so we have it reloaded, gonna do the landing again, coming down, and touchdown. Didn't fall over, better landing this time, so we try to do the EVA. We'll see what happens. And there goes the rocket again. Like, what the heck, man? Okay, so now I'm confused. Reload! So I have an autosave on touchdown, exit, EVA, and there goes the rocket again. Come on, man. I was trying to do torque against the EVA action. So it's obviously something to do with him leaving the capsule and pushing the rocket over. So I was trying different things with the landing gear. Maybe try the tension on the landing gear to make a difference. And no, that didn't work. Do it again. Do it again. Try changing different settings. And no. No. So I even tried leaning the rocket against the point where I was pushing, and no luck. And just roll around the ground. Nope. Nope, that didn't work. Nope, fail. More fail. Nope, fail. Fail! So I started knocking the rocket over, and then exiting doing EVA right before it hits the ground, and still the dang thing bounced all the way over. Tried that a couple times. Fail. So then I decided, let's try to do the EVA and hit space right away so he lets go as soon as he exits. So I did it, and hey, it worked. The rocket didn't fall over. But I got this weird message on top of the screen. No vessel control, wouldn't go away. Didn't know what that was about. I was just happy the rocket didn't fall over. So Jeb does his happy little science experiments. We'll plant a flag saying Jeb was here, as he likes to do. Then we'll jump back into the rocket here and head home. Or so I thought. Apparently when I hit space, it also did the staging. So great, the capsule has been disconnected from the engine. That's a bummer. But let's try it again. For science. So we reload our quick save, we jump out, try the space bar again to let go, and we'll do our science experiments. I made a save here, Mun landing WTF. At this point, I didn't even know if I was going to get this thing done. Hey, but it all worked out. Did our science missions, jumped back in the ship, and it did not stage, so we just took off. So we get in a very low altitude orbit around the Mun and plan our trip back home. At this point, I was super excited. The thing worked. I finally got off the Mun. I spent so much time trying to get the darn rocket landed and be able to leave. I thought I was going to turn into a rescue mission. But anyway, I have a little bit of fuel left. Planning our mission back to Kerbin. I drop it just into the atmosphere of Kerbin to do an aero brake. Probably should have dropped it a little lower down than what I did. As you'll see, it's going to take a very long time. Very long time. It took so long. So long. The reason I didn't initially drop it too low is I was worried about the heat. As it's new, I didn't know if it was going to burn up by going too fast. So to be safe, I just dipped into the atmosphere a little bit, which, eventually worked. It just took ages. Ages and ages. So on the first pass here, the landing legs burned off, as expected. No big deal. But everything else was fine, so we are good. First pass successful. But then it takes a very long time. Did I mention it took a long time to do this? So speeding up the game, it's slowing back down. Aero brake, seeing where we're at. Constant science beeping, telling me there's science to do even though it's already been done. It just keeps pinging at me. Hey, science. And I'm like, hey, I get 0 data for this. Stop pinging me. Over and over. So as you can see, I dropped the last stage off the ship. And we're slowing down, and you can see the orbit's getting smaller and smaller. We're just floating with the capsule. We're just zipping through this. I have this thing sped up so fast, you have no idea. You can't even tell how many times I went around the planet. I'm not even going to count. It took so long. Anyway, we're just waiting to get to that point where the aero braking slows us down to pull us into the planet for the landing. And thanks to the magic of video editing, it only took a minute to get all the way back. Did I mention it took a long time? So anyway, we are finally doing our final approach. The atmosphere slowed us down, it's going to suck us in, and we're going to land. Yay! Yay. And I say, oh, mountains. New biome. Maybe I'll get some extra science for landing in the mountains. And that quickly turned sideways. Literally. So I'm obviously facing the capsule in the wrong direction. I tried to get the big end downhill so it would hold balance itself in place, but no luck there, unfortunately. And we start tumbling down the hill. And I'm trying what I can do with the torque to try to get the thing to stop rolling down the hill. But no such luck, and it just starts speeding up. You know, the opposite of what is good in this situation. I gotta say, Jeb has just had a rough time of it in this mission. Sorry, bud. And then the science package and the ship explodes. Well, that means we need to reload. Quick save. Thank you, quick save. Thank you. Do it again! So on this try, I just deploy the chute a little earlier so we don't hit the same exact spot. Which works. Instead of landing on the side of a steep mountain, we come down in a flat area. Nice, flat area. Much, much better. You survived! You're on Kerbin. Congratulations. Well, let's do the final science missions. Jump out, take a sample. Yeah, just hump that rocket for celebration. Control yourself, Jeb. I know you're excited to be home, but Jesus, man. Stop humping the rocket. Thank you. Let's get that soil sample done, just in case it gives us more science. Then we can plant a flag commemorating your return. Jeb was here, like you like to do. Then let's recover the vessel and see how much science we got from this mission. I'm going to check mission control real quick to make sure there's no missions I've not completed for the extra science. There were none. Go to R&D, and we see the total. Look at that, a total of 1,275 science points. I had 38 to start with. I didn't put that in the recording, but I had only 38 at the start of the mission. That was 1,275. That is plenty to get me into Tier 2 science. But hey, this has been Johnny Struggles with a KSP2 mission. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you have, consider clicking that like button. It is the end of the video. You must have enjoyed part of it anyway. Hey, and if you did, maybe even consider subscribing, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks everyone for watching, and bye.